Welcome to the channel, guys, and today we are going to be seeing if I bought the wrong Ford Fiesta ST. So if you recently saw my last video, you'll know that I bought this Fiesta ST, but today we're going to be comparing it with Sammy's ST 200 Mark 8. So Sammy is here, she's thankfully brought down her car for me to do a comparison with. So we're going to be comparing her ST 200 Mark 8 with my 7.5 ST 180. So Sammy's going to tell us about her car first. So it's an ST 200 Mark 8, but it's got a Ford Performance Pack, which is what?
With this being the Performance Edition, you get, it's an ST3 model, but it's got a £1,000 optional extra, which is a full Performance Pack, which is the Quaife slip diff, launch control, and the gear change lights up, so it tells you when to gear change.
Oh, nice. And the wheels aren't stock either, are they?
Yeah, and then because being the Performance Edition, you get the Performance Edition wheels, which are 7 kilos lighter than the original. They're really dirty right now. 7 kilos lighter than the original ones.
Nice.
You get the Ford Heritage paint, which obviously there's only 600 of these made, and it's just iconic for Ford. And then you get the adjustable coilovers.
Oh, nice. I never knew it had that as well. They're somewhere in there.
It's really dirty. Okay, it's January, guys, okay? And I daily this, so you've got to think about that.
That's really good. So that's actually pretty good. So that's good to know that she's got all those things, because I don't have a lot of these things. I don't have launch control, I don't have, well, I've just got stock wheels, but actually I quite like them. Coilovers, I don't think they're adjustable, I think they're just stock ones, so actually that's really good to know. So that's actually a bit of spec on Sammy's, and it's 200 brake, stock.
Yeah, stock.
So if we
completely stock right now, so I haven't done anything engine wise.
She's thinking about doing some power stuff, but that's going to be Sammy's car. So yeah, that is her ST 200. Okay guys, so first thing we're going to talk about is like spec and power. So Sammy's is an ST 200 and it's making 200 brake horsepower stock. Mine was stock, so it was obviously an ST 180, so 180 brake, but these do have overboost, I got told, so it can make up to like 190, 195. But if you saw the video about this, it's actually stage 1 map, so we're thinking, it's a guesstimation, it's around 220 brake. So stage 1 220 brake on this, whereas if we talk about like tunability, Sammy's, if you go stage 1, will get you up to like 250 brake. I would have to go stage 2 to pretty much match that. So when we talk about tuning and ability to tune the car, this is the better car, I'm going to say. So if you're thinking which one should I buy, guys, you're going to be wanting to go for this if you're looking at the tunability benefits of buying an ST. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be looking at is styling. So actually Sammy's already got some stuff done to her car. She's got, is that a Maxton splitter?
No, so I did have a Maxton splitter, but I ripped it off.
Okay, she's probably hit something or nailed something on the back road.
This is the full performance. This actually comes from the 8.5, which is the newest and the final ST, and you get it on the Ford Puma as well.
So are the 8.5 and 8 parts quite interchangeable?
Literally, yeah, really.
Okay, so it's
similar.
a bit like mine with 7.5.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
so
cool.
I didn't know if this was going to fit, but it fit absolutely perfectly.
And then you've got Maxton splitter, side skirts, and then Maxton spoiler, and Maxton
then
kind of
I've got the Maxton and Milltek collab, so it's the Focus RS style exhaust with the Maxton diffuser and the Milltek.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and that sounds really nice. Milltek exhaust is probably going to be the best exhaust you can get for a Fiesta ST, if we're going to be honest.
Yeah.
So that sounds amazing.
And it just makes it look a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, it makes it look more aggressive, and I think that's the thing for me. I find personally that the ST 180, what I've got, looks more aggressive from stock. Yeah. I just think it looks more aggressive from stock, and I think personally, if you're wanting to style it and wanting to style an ST, personally I prefer the look of the ST 180, even when it has got side skirts and stuff, because I think it just will look more aggressive. I've seen videos and pictures of people's cars when I compare the two, and the ST 180s just do look more aggressive. So for me, styling wise, I would go for one of these. What about you? Do you prefer the Mark 8 in terms of styling?
It's the original. This is obviously the original, right?
Yeah.
It's obviously probably what made me really want an ST. but obviously we'll get into it later of why I prefer this one, because it comes with a whole package.
Yeah, exactly. What I'd like to say is, it's as time's gone on, they've added more things. You know, this is like a 1.5 3-cylinder engine. This is a 1.6 4-cylinder. But I think Matt from Carwow done a video of this stock and this stock in a drag race. And this one, even though it's got one less cylinder and the engine's a little bit less powerful, it's actually, well, you know, it's a smaller engine. It's actually a better car in terms of drag racing or speed and stuff like that. So in terms of styling, I prefer the ST MK7 like mine, but Sammy prefers her own car, obviously.
Obviously. It's freezing today. It's
oh god, it's cold. It's freezing. Okay guys, so we have jumped into Sammy's car because we're going to talk about tech as well. So Sammy's car comes with a few cool features that mine doesn't. So she's got like
Apple CarPlay,
this sick screen. When we'll go look at mine, it's like this tiny little box.
Apple CarPlay is an essential for me because I feel like it's one of those things, once you go there you can't go back with it.
So she's got Apple CarPlay, she's got, has you got the other one as well, Android,
yeah.
She's got Android as well, so if you're Samsung you're fine. This is
not wireless,
this is a touchscreen, I assume?
This is touchscreen, yeah, and do whatever you want on it.
So that's cool. Heated seat, which the MK7's got, but heated steering wheel. Is that stock?
Yeah.
Christ, really?
With the ST3, this is like if you had an ST3. I just turned my car on, so it's not that warm right now, but this is essential. Interior
tech is actually a lot better than mine.
And I've got digital display as well.
So that's there's a lot.
You can flip it round. You can see, and there's my launch control. But it's not available yet because I need to warm the car up.
You need to warm the car up to get your launch control. But yeah, so in terms of tech for this thing, there's so much more. Heated steering wheel, Apple CarPlay, Android Play or AutoPlay, whatever it is.
Yeah.
The screen, the touch screen, everything.
And reversing. Oh,
and she's got reversing camera as well. Right, let me go show you mine. Because it's so basic. I'll leave you in there keeping warm, yeah? Okay, so when you look at mine, we've got this tiny little Diddy screen. Driver's door is open, we know that. Literally, that is it. That's not touchscreen, that's nothing. We've got heated seats. We haven't got heated steering wheel, but that's pretty much it. And then it's just a stock dash. So if we talk about like rawness of the car, this is a lot more raw. That's a lot more fancy. So when it comes to tech and what you want on the inside of your car, then it's totally going to be up to you. So you make the choice of what you like. Okay guys, so before we take these out for a little bit of a test drive, we're also just going to do a little rev of the exhaust. Obviously Sammy's got the Milltek on her, so it's going to sound amazing, but we're going to do a little rev. So mine's going to be stock, Sammy's will be the Milltek, and that will give you an idea of exhaust and stuff like that as well. Right guys, we are taking the cars out for a little test drive. So obviously we're in Sammy's car, Sammy's taking us for a spin.
I feel like I'm on my driving test.
It's going to be
speed camera ahead.
Speed camera ahead. It's going to be good to get an idea of what these cars are like. So I know what mine drives like, Sammy knows what hers drives like.
Yeah.
And when we talked about it, you said you get quite, did you say you get wheel spin?
Yeah.
So you get quite a lot of wheel spin. Do you reckon that's a tyre thing? Or?
Well, you wouldn't think it would because I've got a slip diff.
Okay, true.
You wouldn't think it would because obviously the power then goes to all the wheels.
True, very true.
So you wouldn't think it does, but I feel like a lot of people in the MK8, we do it when we probably do launch control. A lot of people get it, I guess.
I don't get much play in mine, but I get a lot of
sometimes when you pull away as well.
Yeah, I feel like there's quite a lot of torque going through the front wheels of mine, especially since even with just a stage 1 map, I feel like I need a front strut brace.
Yeah.
I feel like I need something to stiffen it up because otherwise, yeah, I feel like if I go from any more power, I'm just going to have problems.
Yeah.
For sure. So what's this like when you fling it into corners?
I think it's quite good. Okay. I like it. I think you kind of get the best of both worlds. I feel like You can kick the power out a little bit if you want. If you don't want to, you can just easily slow down and pull away. You don't have to, but if you want to rag it around, you can. Like it gets up.
Oh, yeah.
There's no delay. And this is stock. We've got to remember this is stock.
There's no lag.
So
okay, that's interesting.
There's
because I feel on mine the ST 180, the ST Mark 7. I feel like there is a bit of lag in the turbo.
Yeah.
You'll see that when we take mine out. You put your foot down, and because you've never driven it.
No, I've never driven a Mark 7.
You've never driven a Mark 7.
I've been
so,
I've been in them, and I've been in stage 1, stage 2 ones, but I've never driven one myself.
Yeah, there's a bit of lag on the turbo. But it does pull, but you'll feel that, especially when you put your foot down, you'll feel the torque through the front wheels.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's something that definitely is, yeah, something I need to think about if I wanted to go for more power, or even just need to get a front brace.
Yeah.
Let's see if launch control works. So we're going to give launch control a go.
Oh,
I've never been in the car when there's launch control. This is kind of... Yeah.
Right, so clutch all the way down.
Into first.
Into first.
And then you should be able to just put...
Yeah, there you go. Then not let go of the tap?
Yep. Put your clutch up. Fucking hell!
Okay, let me do that.
There we go.
That is wheel spin though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because it's wet. That was great. That was brilliant.
I want to see my face.
Okay, that was good. Okay, don't do it now. There's cyclists coming.
Okay,
okay. Bit of launch control in the Fiesta. Oh, at least you don't smell your clutch.
Should you do it again?
No, you don't have to if you don't want to. Go.
It sounds like GTR! 60. It sounds like
60.
GTR.
We didn't even have we need like a draggy. I should have timed that, but yeah. Okay, launch control.
That is like a
good.
whole, I feel like that's a whole different ball game. Like,
it does go though.
My car
it
just,
pulls.
like, that's a whole, that makes me feel like I'm in a GTR. Literally.
We are in the, my car now, the ST 180.
It sounds pretty good. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Stock exhaust.
Yeah.
Stage 1. I've not really done a POV for you guys. I know how it drives, it feels good. So we'll basically take it for a little blast and then we'll go around some B roads because ultimately these cars are made for B roads.
Yeah.
Got the heated seats, not got yours on.
Oh yeah, let me put mine on. Sorry.
Oh, it's a Focus ST.
Oh, ST gang! Yeah, but I just feel like people that, so not everyone's part of the ST gang, aren't they? People are like, oh, just ST. It sounds really good, I'm really surprised. It sounds really good. And it's quick. So what is it, 220?
We reckon around 220, guesstimation. Guesstimating around 220 brake, but we're not sure. No, it pulls, it's good.
It does pull.
It does pull, it's good
What
for
do you
what it
think
is.
now you're going in my...
It's difficult when you're in a passenger seat.
I know, because you're not driving.
That's the thing, it's always like, it's always difficult to know.
This guy in his pickup truck. Come on guy, you can do it. I quite like it, to be fair.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
You've got to think though, yours will go quicker than this. Like, I know that this thing will, it's good for cornering, I know how it handles, but your tunability in your car is always going to be quicker than mine.
Yeah, true.
After being yours, I don't get the wheel spin. Whether it's the way you're driving, I don't know.
It might be the way I'm driving. It might be, to be fair. But also I do know the Mark 8s are notorious for wheel spin. They are, because
right.
I know a lot of them have, a lot of people I spoke to have like wheel spin. So I don't know. But it could be the way I'm driving, I don't want to say that, and then it's like, oh, I mean, I'm not as good as driver. Yeah, this heated seat is like hot.
Oh, you've got 2 levels.
Oh, mine's got 3.
Oh!
But it does, do you know what I mean though? It does seem, maybe it's maybe because it's leather and obviously mine's, Dom was like, oh, nice suede. I was like, it's Alcantara. I was like, it's not. Maybe because it's like leather on leather with the heat.
B-road blasting. This is what these cars are made for. Okay, so Sammy is driving.
God, your clutch is well high. Oh God, yeah, you don't need to go on your clutch for ages, do you?
No.
Literally come off it straight away.
So I'm used to this car, but Sammy's kind of
thin steering wheel.
Steering wheel's thin. Moaning about stuff already.
No, I'm joking. No, but these are the things that are going through my head when I think, oh, actually.
So we want to see, so short shifter, does it feel, well, not, I don't think there isn't a short shifter on it, but does it just feel shorter?
Thank you.
Obviously she can get a look at what the power's going to be like. I just think the Mark 7 is more of a, if you want a more raw feeling car, and also I would personally say if you want to turn it into more of a track car, I would say go for a Mark 7 or 7.5.
Can't go over your clutch.
You are?
Can't go over your clutch.
Why?
It's just really high.
Probably going to break.
Probably gonna break. She goes.
She does go.
She does go.
Clean sweep. What do you feel like comfortable? Like, I don't know.
Stable.
It's pretty stable.
And I feel like the suspension's not as hard.
Yeah, suspension's probably a bit softer.
It's not. I prefer your clutch, I think.
You prefer the clutch?
Yeah.
So was yours really low?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to come off, so you have to, yeah, it kind of kicks out really early.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Whereas
I feel like the Evo's quite high actually as well. It's probably quite the same.
Weird, isn't it? It's not until you drive it and you're like, oh, actually. Yeah, see
there,
I would maybe hold the clutch a little bit longer.
Maybe that's the wheel spin reason though.
No, see, that's me in it.
Well, that's you hooning the heck out of it.
No, I actually quite like it.
Ah!
It actually shocked me.
This video was supposed to be, have I bought the wrong ST?
I was saying, oh,
and it's now going, it's now a case of, has Sammy bought the wrong ST? No, you wouldn't. Look, you've always said.
It's actually, I feel like this more feels like more of a go-kart.
This is the thing. To me, this feels like more of a raw experience.
Yeah.
It's more of a go-kart. It's got less of the like finer things in life. It's not got your Apple CarPlay.
Yeah, it has.
And that's the thing. You like Apple CarPlay. You know, you've got your heated steering wheel, stuff like that. But this is just more raw.
Yeah. 100%.
If you want to buy a car that you want to modify, make on the outside, a bit more power and stuff like that, and then you might take it on a track day, and yeah, it just feels more of a raw car than the Mark 7 is probably Mark 7 7.5. But I don't think yours is far off it. Like it's, you know, it's obviously, and if you want more power, you're probably going to want a Mark 8. But yeah, and I would say the Mark 8 is probably going to be quicker. Okay, hang on. Okay guys, so we are in Sammy's car now and I'm taking it for a drive. So
oh my God.
She's driven mine, I've driven mine, she's driven hers, I'm gonna drive hers.
I do like, overall the Mark 7 is good.
So did you say yours is push down for reverse?
Yep.
No, it's pull up, it's the same.
No, do you know, exactly, it's not me then, is it? It's not me.
That was in second. That's got some power. That's got some power and there's no lag.
Should we just swap cars?
That's right. You either need new tyres.
Yeah. Well, my tyres are old.
Or I don't know what else I can say. That exhaust sounds so good, and it is a totally different experience in terms of like it. That steering is so sensitive. One little touch on it, and I know mine is like that, but it just feels more.
It's not even in sport mode.
It's not in sport mode.
No, there you go. Now it's in sport mode.
Ah.
So that's with the exhaust shut.
What? So it's now open?
Yeah, it's now open. The valves are now open.
You're going to make me want an exhaust for mine. Okay, so it handles. I feel like this handles better than mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm not driving it to that level.
It sounds so good. I do feel like yours handles better. Mine feels more raw, but yours just round that roundabout, I was able to take this a lot quicker round the roundabout. I wouldn't feel...
Right in yours?
Yeah, I've never driven this car before, and I feel more secure taking it round the roundabout quicker than what I do in mine.
Mental.
In this one.
Mental.
Yeah, it does feel bigger as well. It's a bigger car, it feels a bit more meaty.
Yeah.
But I can't get over that clutch like you've... Okay, that was better. Oh, the exhaust sounds amazing. And there's no lag either.
No.
That coming off, there's no...
It does yeah, it sticks to the road, doesn't it?
Okay. Oh, should I have bought a box? I think I bought the wrong car. Wow, okay, yeah. That's a totally different experience in this.
See, now driving my car, I'm like, oh my god, I actually love my car.
Now I'm getting used to the clutch.
Yeah, okay.
I've got used to the clutch. This is good. The handling in this is insane. But remember, you've got the coilovers.
Yeah, true.
So you've got
not stop.
You've got coilovers. Oh, that exhaust sounds insane. And yeah, the clutch is the only thing that's a bit. If I could put my clutch in this,
on there, perfect.
Then. Yeah, but also I feel like I'd want a bit more of the rawness out of my car put into this.
Yeah,
but this is handling wise, round the roundabout, round corners, this thing feels good. This feels really good. But this is a thing, as they've developed the car more over time, this is the sort of stuff you're going to get. Okay guys, so interesting. I think we've both been pleasantly surprised by these cars.
Yeah.
So I think after doing it all, I will admit Sammy's car drives better. It could be the coilovers that she's got on it. So I do wonder if someone had a stock one of these,
what the difference
without an ST performance pack.
Yeah.
You know, then they're, you know, what they think might be different. Personally, for me, I still love my car. I love the fact that it still handles well. The clutch is really good. The gear shifts seem really, really short. I do like the coilovers on Sammy's, so I might have to get some coilovers for mine. And I do like the way it puts down the power, so mine has a bit more lag. What about you?
I think I've been really surprised. I think the clutch is way better in yours than mine. I think you can it's just so much easier to drive in general. Yours, even though, because you said yours like feels more stable, but I feel like maybe when I was driving yours, it felt a bit more like huggy to the road. But I don't know if it's because yours I like the way yours is like smaller.
Yeah, mine feels more smaller when you're in it. The cabin space feels smaller, you know.
I feel like mine just feels a bit more wider.
Yeah, it's a bit more. To be fair, I even think just generally looking at your car, it looks a bigger, wider car.
Yeah.
I think personally for me, if you want a more raw feeling car, you maybe want to do some track stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Then something like this is good, especially the clutch is good and the gear shift is really, really short and stuff like that. If you want a little bit more up to date, but still hugs the road, something like this. And then ultimately I think at the end of it, like, this will give you more power. If you do stage 1 on both, this will be more. Stage 2 on both, this will be more. So this will get more power ultimately down the line. This has got Apple CarPlay, this has got all the cool tech. This is, like I say, a little bit more raw. So depending on what you want from the car and who you are as a person, for me, I'm still happy I've got this. I'm still happy that I've got this car. I like the clutch, I like the way it hugs the road. It's my daily, it's more raw. I like the Evo because it's a raw car. It just feels a little bit more driver-esque for me. Yeah. But I to be honest, I think I still love my Mark 8. I think even now being the passenger in my Mark 8, because I'm never a passenger in my car, I feel like it's made me love my car a bit more. But definitely. I still actually have more respect for the Mark 7.5. Yeah. So there we go, guys. Depending on what you want from a car, if you want more raw, and you know, you feel like it's just a little bit more, track, or this is why a lot of people use these for track. If you want more track spec or just more raw daily, throw it around, not too worried, you're not worried about Apple CarPlay, all that stuff. You can still got Bluetooth. Yeah, if you want more comfort. If you want more comfort, like, you know, like Apple CarPlay, and also if you want a car that's not as aggressive looking as a stock base, go for this. Apart from the orange. Apart from the orange, you know. But if you want something that's not as aggressive in terms of looks, go for this. If you want something a bit more aggressive, go for that. If ultimately you want more power, you're gonna have to go for this. So for me, I feel like I've still bought the right car, but this has shown me stuff that I didn't think it was gonna, and it's now giving me ideas for what I'm gonna be doing to this. So hopefully you found this video useful and entertaining. Thank you for Sammy for coming on the channel and letting me drive this, and thanks for taking out the you've never driven one before, so thanks for taking it out, and we will see you in the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe. Sammy's gonna bop us out.
Bye YouTube.